Hey Rose Crew, today we're going to be looking at the game Alliance Pride on Roblox, as well as I've got some fan art posted up here by Angel. If you'd like to send me some so it can be showcased, email it at everestminerva@gmail.com or in the Discord below. Thank you very much, and let's get right to it. So obviously right here, it just has a disclaimer that this is a work in progress / alpha project. Major parts of the game are missing, being reworked, being tested here, etc. I'm just going to be going over what has changed lately, as well as it did get a new update, and I want to show that off, so let's get right into it. Now, this is the kind of the screen that you'd get when you start in, and this would be the line that you start right off of. You know what, hold on, I realized that I should, there we go, okay. So obviously now that you can see my cursor, let me show you, this is the different stuff that you can have. And this is just the simple coloring, which is really nice. Let's say you don't really want to, I think on phones, I don't know if this is the only one you can do or if this is just like the one that makes it easier. But you can choose kind of what it looks like, do all that, all the markings, and just go kind of crazy with whatever you would like. In the other case, there's also the paintbrush, which is more of the color palette, and it is in categories. So like for fur and primary colors, these are all the different colors you can use, which, you know, you can make some very cool designs. Or you've got the advanced, which allows you to go into all these different ones and choose the color. So you get to select it and then change it, and that'll change only that specific thing. And then you can also deselect it once you're done. You can close that to this part so you have more space, and then on this on the right there is a little arrow. You can hit that, and what you're going to find is accessories. There is the compact mode, which may make it a lot easier for you. I usually just have it off, but it does look pretty nice. If you want to close out of these little tabs, all you have to do is press the red up arrow, or if you want to see it, it's the down green arrow. There's a lot of things you can do, and a lot of things that you can also pick, and it is definitely very customizable, which I like. And if this happens, sometimes what happens is these ears don't properly go away, and so I've found that I have to like deselect them for it to work. So then there's a bunch of different kind of masks that I like. And this, all it does is it allows you to have a different variation of what character you're designing. Now this is a lion game, technically, so there are also obviously mains. Now you get to choose whether or not you have a main, which I think is also cool, because I know some you can't, or you can even have like an adolescent one. I really like the different hairstyles that you can choose. This is kind of cool with this one too. This one's new. This is if you're an alpha supporter, and if you get the game pass, then you are able to get a bunch of these different things that you can do. On top of there being a main, you can do regular hair. Like, let's say you don't want a main, but you want hair, that is perfectly fine, and you can have different hair. I think the hair looks really cool. On top of that, there's all these different hairs, and the hair is kind of cool because if you want to have a very fluffy looking lion, you can, or if you just want one without it, or you want, you know, belly fur or anything on the ankles, you can do that, which I think is really cool. On the body, these are the other different markings that you can do, and trust me, there's a lot that you can do, and it can get very overwhelming if you don't, know exactly what you want. It will just probably take some time, but once you find what works for you, you can go on. There's different types of tails as well, which I think is really cool, because some people want a different type of tail, so I think that's really awesome. With body accessories, these are what I was talking about, where you can get a lot of these. These are the special ones, so these are the ones you can only get if you support the game in alpha and get the pass. But do know it is not necessary for you to get it, it's just a nice way to support the creators. There's also the flower on the butt, which I think is really cute. Makes you look like a little lily pad. Now these other doodads are the kinds that you can get on your own and just in the game without actually having to do anything. They're already there. These are the creators, or I think at least some of them are the developers of Warrior Cats, so they are the ones that did that. And yeah, so you can have all these different ones, and they're really cool because if you have let's say you had a specific OC in mind that you wanted to recreate, you're more than welcome to, or you could create a entirely new character out of these. I like the neck accessories a lot, even though I don't usually use them. Like, I think the radio collar has a lot of potential on what you do with it. There's an acorn wrap, which is really cute. The bandana is just very classy. I love it. The adventure neck wrap, which is just kind of like torn stuff. You've got the royal neck cape, which if you're royalty, I guess that works really well. The lotus sash, which is personally my favorite. Preview mode is what it just said, I guess, which is basically once there's a Game Pass, you get to check it out before you actually buy it. Which I wish Dragon's Life and some of the other games did that, because that's really cool. I forgot about these. There also are scars, because I know a lot of you like the scars. In the load and save menu is obviously where you can get the load and save. So let's say I wanted to load this one. This is one of the other OCs that I've made. And then you just be able to edit, and this is what takes you back there. Now that we've gotten some of the basics down, let's take a tour of the game. Once you load in, this is kind of the screen that you're gonna see, where you have to scroll through these different ones. There's the Sunsetters, the Badlanders, and the unaffiliated. Basically, Sunsetters, think about it like the Lion King. It's just the people of the Pride Lands. Badlanders are, what was it called? The Outlands. Badlanders are in the Outlands. And then you've got the unaffiliated, which are the ones that don't want to be on either side. Typically, I go with the Badlanders. And that's only because Russ kind of fits into it. Don't ask why. It just works. So we're going to hop in real quick. I am playing on a public server because usually when I do these reviews, I play in just what would be considered a normal server. Whether or not I get followed into it, I don't really mind because I love you guys and I am always welcome to share the video with you. So first of all, I would say that the graphics are very beautiful in this game, and it's already only a work in progress, and yet it looks gorgeous. For me, pressing E or pressing Q gets to decide the speed, and also gives some very, very cool animations to go along with it. Down here, you've got a few different options. You've got clans, animations, editor, exchange designs, your cat info, and settings. Clans and maps show you the different kinds, and then also allows you to either join it or go to the camp area or go to the area, which is very cool. And I believe they're going to be making a map very soon. Hello, random white tiger. So not only that, but you've got animations, which again, if you're in this, also what I like is that it has all the different information. I like to unsheath the claws. So for me, pressing 1 pins down my ears, 2 opens, oh no, that's 3. 2 opens the jaw, 3 is the tongue out, 4 is eyes closed, and then 5 is a limping front leg, which is pretty cool. That's a new one that they added. On top of new one. Then you've got poses like sitting, and you've got resting. But not only that, but there is the 2 new ones that they've added, which is the backlight, which I think is adorable. Kitlix, look at this. Tell me Russ does not look adorable as a lion. It's just so cute. Then you've also got sleep, which I think could double as, it kind of looks like the one scene from Mufasa. Oh my gosh. You know the one that, yeah, anyways. So yeah, for now, that's all the animations that there are. But there is blinking that happens automatically, which I think is great. As well as little dens. I really like these dens. Oh, whoa, what did I just... Hello? Can I see anything? What is down there? Do you see this? There are these dens that I think are really cool. Like that. I think they're nice, and they look out. And they're open. At least here in the Badlands. Also, the time does work, so it does go down. I'm not going to tell you much about this, but there is going to be a sneak peek to something very soon. A project that I'm working on. And this den right here underneath is Russ and Jody's den. That's all I'm going to say. Here's some more dens / tunnels. And that's what I really like that this update brought, is a huge map update. And there's a lot of tunnels, and I love the way that the light shines through. This is a setting though. I believe you can turn it off if your computer can't handle it. But I just think it's really cool that they've given so much to work with now. I may or may not have gotten kicked out of the game. I think I might, oh, there we go. Oh. Over here, this is still the Badlands, but it's like, there's actually the watering hole. Hello, fellow, what's your name? Your name is Rye. Hello, Rye. Oh yeah, that was right. I was showing you guys this stuff. So if we look at your cat info, you can put your name and guess what? Your bio. And also open health menu, which is like the wounds in warrior cats, and yada yada. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I can't wait until they have like drinking and eating so yoink. So over here, it's kind of still the same thing. It's just, it goes on for a little while. Next you got up kind of like this. So this is a dam. And no, I'm not talking about the bad word. So this is a water dam, and this is the unclaimed land. So if you were not a part of either Pride, this is kind of your area, which I really like. It's pretty. And then this is Sunset. So I believe even over here is, if I go over, come here. If I can just, you know, alright. No, these are the Deadlands. Or is it tar? Is this tar? I think this is tar, not water. We're gonna, that's how, Russ over here got the dark stripes. And then over here is still unclaimed. So this, and then, okay, there's not a lot of unclaimed land. It's like just a little bit, which I guess makes sense. This is the Harmony Jungle. This is brand new. I really like this archway, and this little watering hole right here is very, very cute. So I'm guessing the Harmony Jungle is another play at Lion King, but I really like it. It's just like a little shaded area where you can go and hang out, and obviously if you were to role play, then this would probably be ooh, tree. This would probably be a very big area for you to roleplay. So I really like the waterfall. I really like the water. I'm glad there's finally water, because in the beginning stages, there wasn't. And you could fall through the map, and that was what the watering hole was, basically. Over here is Sunset Savannah, which the Sunset Savannah is very, obviously, it's, yeah, you can, this gives all the context clues you need with the big Pride Rock. As we get up over here, so while we're up here, this is kind of more, you know, this is more of like a connected, which I guess kind of is nice. So if you like the more connected area, this is how it would be, which I think is really nice. It's really pretty. And then obviously you got your little archway. What's this guy doing? Hello, are you alive? What's your name, Max? Looking for okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to ask you any more questions, my good friend, my good sir. So yeah, and then this is all just Sunset Savannah, and there is a lot of space right now. Actually, is there a water hill here still? There's like a little watering hole, if I remember correctly. Nope. What about over here? This was a spot, it got a little bit changed, but this was still like a pretty similar spot. And then obviously over here, so that's the Badlands. And then this is the Savannah. So I personally really like the Badlands. I think the change is great. And, you know, even with over here just having, you know, the unclaimed and everybody has their own little space, I'm pretty happy with it. Ooh, wait, I haven't been over here. Here's another little, I like the fact that you can go up here and go into these little archways. It's just really fun. One of my favorite things to do is go up through this hole right here to get to the Badlands. Only because, you know, through the Deadlands, it's really fun to do. So yeah, I think that the map itself has had a really tremendous update, and I'm very happy about it. Now, on the talk of the avatars themselves, I think they look stunning. I think absolutely they did a great job with the animations, but also the models itself. There's a lot of characteristics and a lot of feeling. There's a lot of passion going into the project, which I really appreciate, because you don't find many games like that where you've got so much customization and a character, you know, and an audience that is very well animated. Exchange Designs is pretty simple. It's basically where you can also choose whether or not you can send a request, but you get to choose whether you send or request skins, and this can be very helpful if you wanted to change or give a design. I've got quite a few designs, so that's what I would probably say. It's genuinely, it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful, and it gives you a chance to see all the different skins and the characters that people come up with. Like, that's a pretty cool skin. Oh, I feel like a little stalker now. Oh, whoa, what is happening up there, buddy? Do you seem like... What was it? Mom. So yeah, you can choose whether it's also realistic or not. I think I've got a pretty realistic skin. I'll go pull that up right now. If I just go up here, whoo, almost fell into that hole. So if we go up here, oh, this is also unclaimed. That's pretty cool. So if we go up here and then ready, I'm gonna be like 3, 2, 1. So now we're different. This is kind of like a hyena, but it's got a little paws, and I really like it. So I don't know if it was a hyena. I don't know what I made this, but I just made one, and then we can go look at some of the other ones I got. I forgot what conversation I had or where I even had it, but there was something about making a wolf skin. And so I had tried my best. It is pretty difficult to make a wolf, in my opinion. But then again, I don't do anything with wolves. So I try to make kind of like a timber wolf with that tail and the eyes and the faces, but it's kind of hard since the face itself is so squished. But I think it came out pretty good. This skin was actually the second that I had ever made. I was very proud of it. I was like, look, I made a white tiger. And I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. So I still don't think it's too bad, especially since there's a jungle now. And what makes me really happy about there being a jungle is now having lions and tigers in the game doesn't seem too far off. You know what I mean? Lions. Now having tigers in the game doesn't seem too far off because there's genuinely a jungle, and that would make for some very, very cool storytelling. I also have a saber-toothed tiger, and fun fact about this is that I actually gave this skin to one of my fans, TX. Hi TX, I know you're watching. And so he edited he changed it a little bit, but I still do have the original, which I was so freaking proud of the skin when I first made it. I thought it looked so cool. It was just something I had never done before, especially since I don't really make other skins besides Russ, only because at this point, like, we all know I just end up going back to it anyways, but if I've got like a creative spurt, then I'll do some creative skins. On top of giving TX a skin, I also gave Shard a skin, or as most of you know him as Boxcar or Balancer Productions. I also made his skin only because I don't know why, I just did. And it really does fit him, especially in lore, like it really does. He's my son after all. On top of that, I also decided that I was going to try to make a cub, you know, just because in case I don't know why I decided, but I also like the idea of having white fur because, you know, obviously it's you can make whatever you want. And so, on top of making a cub skin, I decided to make an adult version, which I'll show you momentarily. This is the adult skin, and I think it actually came out pretty cool. We've also got the sunset version of Russ. It is still a work in progress, but I was just trying to do different colors. It is pretty hard to make Russ, let me tell you, in different colors. It's pretty hard. So I wanted to make something that was more of like the sunset area, but I think I like Russ the way Russ is. I've been trying to learn how to make more like orangey red skins, since I do happen to make a lot of darker toned, but the problem I have is that I make a lot of things very bold colored. This was also just to test the VIP items. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the latest one I made, which honestly kind of just looks like a more dark or more adult or masculine version of the last one. Kind of a scary skin, but I don't know, I like it a lot. So yeah, those are the skins that I've got in the game so far. You can make a lot and have the different saves, which is very nice, and you can also change it in game. So if you go here, you go to your cat info, it says load a save to lion, change role, open health menu. Obviously I already showed you that, but you can also size down. And the cool thing is if you size down, which by the way doesn't cost money, Wolf's Life Dawn, or whatever it's called, I don't know what it is. So then you can also size up, which is pretty cool. I think this game is gonna get very, very popular. It already has like around 3,000 people playing currently. So it's getting somewhere. I mean, it really is. It's just, I do hope to find some more in the future. I do hope that it gets all the attention it deserves, because it really is. It's an incredible game. Ooh, moonlight. I feel like you could take so many cool screenshots in this game. I mean, I really do. Let's see if anybody wants to join me as a little final goodbye. Until next time. That's gonna be it for today's video. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Oh, goodbye me, Shard! So yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. I love you very much. Please take care of yourself, drink some water, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, guys.